hot boy, cool down, let it simmer. Hey. Only what I give her, and she let her call me baby, but I do not need a setter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucing. People at the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's a bosses. Took over the game, now we all in. I was down in the chips, then went all in. Throwing up the game, ain't no bombing. Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what ought to be a great matchup between the Green Bay Packers.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance. Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Green Bay Packers and the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First go-around on offense for Aaron Rodgers and company. Aaron Rodgers led the Packers to another great year, 13 wins, trip to the NFC Championship. That second Super Bowl will elude him another season, however, and now you hate to do it. But it has to be said, he's going to turn 37 during the 2020.
But my brother wanted to play, but he wants to do so much. No, I'm not.
Now, clearly, look, he's not ready for a rocking chair, but any concern there, age-wise, on your part?
The crazy part about this is we now say 37, and we don't shudder right away. You remember when you say 37, who's got a 37-year-old quarterback? You guys better be getting someone else ready. Now we're saying, can he play another 3 years? Can he play another 4 years? And I think that the way that he's playing and the shape that he keeps himself in and as big a competitor, I think that he's got that opportunity. And what I liked was after the game in San Francisco, he immediately was talking about next season. You know, this guy really burns to win another Super Bowl title. And by the way, 26... touchdowns, 4 interceptions. Obviously, he can still play.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Baltimore coming back out here on offense. Charles, unfortunately for the Ravens this year, it just feels like a failure. Yes, the 14 wins in the regular season, but that divisional round loss to Tennessee, such a shocker, really stunned everybody in the NFL.
It certainly did, and I know exactly what you're saying when you say it feels like a failure, yet you don't want to say it, do you?
Yeah, I know.
I mean, it just feels wrong to say that, but let's face it, the bottom line is getting to the ultimate prize. And when you're 14-2 in the regular season, you're the #1 seed in the AFC, and you lose at home in your first playoff game, it will feel like a failure, and hopefully that'll motivate them going forward. But I think part of it is they didn't need to play Week 17, and they pulled a lot of starters. So now that week is gone where you don't play. You get the open week, right? You end up getting essentially 2 more. It's too long for them sitting, and I think it hurt their timing and maybe their edge.
But tell me if you agree, I think it's safe to say that Lamar Jackson and company will be back and strong next year.
It'd be a surprise if they are not, because don't forget he couples it with a pretty darn good defense too.
Throwing again on second down.
The hotspot didn't wait for Jay. The hotspot didn't wait.
And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds.
That's why I didn't wait.
Possession will stay the same. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. It's caught by Mark Ingram. And he takes this one down almost all the way.
I'm not that good at 2K, but I'm really good.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st. Here's Jackson to throw. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
Come on.
Big loss here as he's taken down. Give the sack to Blake Martinez. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. On 3rd down, Mark Ingram. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
When you think of Mike Daniels, you think of strength. Hard to knock off the football, but surprising quickness and ability to move and evade people. How about that play there?
Well, he can squat 600 pounds, so that's how he caught people's attention coming into the league, and he caught our attention.
I don't like this team anyway. I don't play with this team anyway. I'm about to join somebody. I'm about to 1v1 somebody. I know somebody gotta be late. I bet everybody, I'm gonna invite a whole bunch of people, but everybody gonna be in 2K. Watch this. 2K, 2K, 2K. Oh. I need to be here. I can invite him. Nah. Yeah, 2K. Dun, 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 dun. No. 20. 20, and stop. So is this update real? Oh my god, I didn't even get to see update. Yo, who was in there, bro? Who in the comment, bro? Comment, bro. Who was here? I'm listening to Lesbian, please don't copyright me. There's gonna be no only thing with copyright.
I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up next, we've got what should be a good one between the Denver Broncos and the Houston Texans. With that, let's head over to the space city of Houston, standing by at NRG Stadium. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as they bring this one out to the 27. Here comes Houston and quarterback Deshaun Watson. Second straight year he's been a Pro Bowler. Strong numbers again, 26 passing touchdowns, 7 more on the ground. But most people still think he's behind Lamar Jackson and Patrick Mahomes if you're ranking AFC quarterbacks. And don't forget about Brady. But what does he need to do to ascend to that top spot?
He's just got to get his team deeper into the playoffs. And they had a great opportunity this past season because, remember, they were 24-0 in Kansas City. And that lead went away. But if that does happen, we'll talk about Deshaun Watson in the upper echelon of quarterbacks. He has everything you're looking for. The arm, the legs, the leadership, and the intangibles. His team believes in him and believes that if he has the ball late in the fourth quarter, they've got a chance to win.
What's needed in that Houston-Kansas City game? You know, a lot of times we try to pit two players against one another and talk about the future of a certain sport, but you could really see a battle developing there for a long time to come in the AFC.
And how much fun is that going to be for all of us who are fans in the NFL?
I did not mean to do that. I meant to put him on the slant. Do that again.
Throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll run for the first time with Philip Lindsay. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. The offensive lineup now, and the guy we highlight, Emmanuel Sanders.
You can use him in any spot as a wide receiver. In the slot, out wide, it doesn't matter. He just makes plays.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Flacco got a man open. It's Sutton. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. And a look now at the defense for Houston.
Jadeveon Clowney was the #1 pick in the NFL draft, and it was with good reason. An absolute athletic freak. Now he's trying to add consistency to his game.
Oh, my God.
Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Philip Lindsay, 60 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Oh, I just beat the AI.
And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
I need Lamar Miller to get a quick one.
On first down, Watson dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down.
Oh my God, I don't know how to slide. Oh my God, I don't know.
3-yard gain, second and 2.
Okay.
And that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
This is Miller, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Not too many more ideal situations in second and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Back to throw, Watson. And a catch made by Hopkins. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. So a first and 10 now in Denver territory at the 36. A first down carry now for Miller.
I'm not doing this.
That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for second down.
Yay. Oh, this bad there. This he can do
Now it's
something.
Watson, the bootleg, out to his left. And
That's
on
in
the
there,
left
right?
sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Steps away.
What was that?
Incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try. All right, I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described.
I suck. I suck. I know I suck. I know I suck. Let me just shoot this in real quick. In the game. Fast. Very, very fast. Yeah, this wasn't a good idea. Von Miller is insane. Oh, please win. Come on.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And they say it's never easy to come into Denver to win because of the altitude. They look pretty comfortable in the altitude.
They certainly did. I'm not quite sure how.
Johnny, Magic in the pocket. Now you see it? Now you know. Escape artists. Escape artists.
You can buy lightsabers as a mower. We have to get those. Apparently I can't afford a lightsaber just yet. I can only afford a racing flamethrower. How am I going to mow grass with a flamethrower? So you use the tickets to buy these pets. They cost about 2,500 Robux or like $40 in tickets. I bought 5 of them, $200 in pets. Alright boys, let's mow some grass with my flamethrower. What? Look at how much grass I'm mowing.
Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, it's a good matchup in the AFC South between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led onto the field by the former third-round pick back in 2012, and that's the quarterback, Nick Foles.
Love his build, love his arm. Had a Pro Bowl season with the Philadelphia Eagles, looking to scale those heights once again.
The throw taken in by Cole. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Here's Foles. And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down. The sack there by J.J. Watt. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So out come the Texans for their opening drive. The former national champion at Clemson bringing him onto the field, and that's the signal caller, Deshaun Watson. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
He's going to take off with it.
Yeah, I swear I don't know how to fly. I swear I don't know how to fly.
Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Where's TD Barrett at? TD Barrett. There's a video that pops up. Some of us take on Barrett.
About Mike Bloomberg because he knows Mike can beat him.
When you hear 3 dings,
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Watson. Flushed out right. He finds Hopkins complete. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you have to be
go
able to
and
leave
go
the
and
pocket
stay.
and move
If I use the
and
tight,
make
it's
something
a
happen. And that player is able to get on the run
that boy
and
is
still accurate throwing the football.
I don't play well anything.
And he was brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it.
That is caught.
2
yards. His guys are able to strike first here look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
Another game,
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
Jacksonville set to roll again on the offensive side.
I need an interception. I need an interception.
Come
Come on
about
now.
these Jaguars on this broadcast before the season started, and we thought there's a wide range of possible outcomes for them from 12.
Oh my God! Let's go! Let's go! Bam! Crack him! That is a fumble. Yeah.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him.
He's got it complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Keelan Cole, 75 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Football going back to the Houston Texans. Got another AFC South title this year. Their 4th in 5 seasons. No early exit in the playoffs. They came back to beat Buffalo in OT in the wild card round. Then that stunning 24-0 lead against Kansas City in KC, and you have to imagine they're going to be seeing Patrick Mahomes in their dreams all offseason. Probably a lot of nightmares.
Yeah, I mean, without a doubt. Kind of reminds you of a Metallica song, doesn't it? Right? I mean, with those kind of nightmares, you don't want to go to sleep. But I go back to something you mentioned earlier.
Come on,
the
really?
AFC South title. Their 4th in 5 years. That's a lot of success that I don't think they get credit for because they haven't had that super deep run in the playoffs. They got to the divisional round this year in Kansas City with a chance to go to the AFC title game with 24-0 lead. If that happens, I think we look back at this Houston franchise in a little bit different light instead of kind of short shrift. Hey, 4 titles in 5 years in the division. But what do they have to show for it? That's the tough part for Houston.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again is Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman.
Bro, I swear I'm on.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Now Watson, escaping the pressure right. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown.
But, you know, that's not me.
Hopkins with their
It's
second
not,
touchdown here in this
I'm like the
first half.
improvise guy. But if I have
Texans
to.
have taken the
And I'm going to stick
lead.
if I have to. I have to.
And he's having a
So I'm
nice
gonna-
little first
I'm just
half
gonna
for
be
your
tied
partner.
up, and I'm
And it's a
gonna
first
make it-
half that
and I'm
leaves
gonna
us
make it through.
anticipating
I have
what can still
to
come.
thank you.
I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter.
Yeah.
There could be plenty more before this game is over.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
Good man.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Gearing up for their next possession, Nick Foles and the Jags. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less.
Yes.
Right now, his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass, no interceptions for him
I'm
personally to this point.
What am I doing?
A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Foles.
It's been my observation, there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but over the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Now Foles off the play fake to Fournette. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Did he run from it?
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Set to take over again, Deshaun Watson of this Texans offense. And he's been fun to watch. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Watson. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan 1st down. Watson on 1st down. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. Down to 25. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. On 1st down, Miller. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Lamar Miller. All the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he is going to be
what the heck is that?
Disaster there. A huge loss.
I need to see space.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, 1st down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on 2nd down.
That's caught. It's Thomas. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. Watson now to throw. Forced out to his left. But it's incomplete.
Gotta take my 3. Gotta be smart. Gotta take my 3.
So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on from the right hash. And this one just a chipping. And that hits
I don't want to I'm trying to make that.
upright, and it caroms away, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
Getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
5 yards on first down, and now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Passing, right? Oh, they're wasting time. Running all the way up.
One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he won't be
close to
An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
I play a way closer offense.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies and try to hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. 7 yards there and a first down.
Don't usually do this.
Now a first down throw, Watson.
See, I don't usually do this. I'm not used to it, but do that again. I saw something.
Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp. Another try after the first down sack. Watson. He gets it to Thomas.
Got me.
Yeah. Well, he ran
through
there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Eluding the pressure.
Oh my God!
Right.
Oh my God! It didn't let me pass it.
Eventually
I swear it didn't let me pass it.
Great coverage downfield. Miles Jack with a sack. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. To throw is Watson. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's incomplete.
I'm going to let him.
Almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned.
Did he say 86 points overtime? 2 blowouts?
Other teams just go, okay,
what?
these are the
They have to do
sequence of
this
things
again.
we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Keelan Cole, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, partner, let's talk Super Bowl. We have to. Before the year, by the way, we made predictions for the Super Bowl. You got one of the teams right. You had Kansas City and New Orleans, but you had the Saints winning. I also had the Saints there, but losing to New England. Well, now we get a chance to rectify things. So who's going to win the big game, partner?
Well, I think San Francisco wins 35-34. MVP, usually a quarterback. But in this case,
Come on now. Punt it.
Fred Warner is going to have 13 tackles and an interception return for a
Put
touchdown
that.
and be the upset MVP winner over Jimmy Garoppolo, because in the Super Bowl, if the quarterback does anything, he wins the award. But this time, the defense, which got them there, is going to take charge, and Fred Warner walks away. Super Bowl.
And beyond with great specifics there. I'll be a little bit more general. I'll just say that the Chiefs are going to win by a touchdown, and yes, I'll go with the MVP being number 15, Patrick Mahomes.
And if you're not really rooting in this game,
Sign taken in here to start this drive. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Looking to throw again on second down. Watson. And his throw here is incomplete. Linebacker Miles Jack able to knock that one away.
Miles Jack can just flat out cover. Doesn't matter who's out there, and he can do it really well in man. How about what he just did there in zone, though? Eyes in the right place, saw where the ball was going, reacted appropriately, and knocked it away.
A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right, safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big pickup of 38. Back now in Houston. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. End zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on? That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch, and the Texans push further out in front. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game that 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, Parker?
What's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
Foles and the Jags come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Foles, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Whitney Merciless barreling in for the sack. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. Got an open man, Keelan Cole. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw. He's got the hook up to Lee. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. You got the big lead defensively. willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just let him bleed the game out that way.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Foles now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here.
What?
Open out on the left side, this is Cole. And he's taken down inside the 30. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Foles going to come up now 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. A pass there, complete to Westbrook. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. 4 yards the pickup. First down. Fournette, a first down carry. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run it again with Fournette. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Justin Reed.
We gone.
And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of it. DeAndre Hopkins, he's on. Touchdown, Houston.
Look at your throws. The robot. Doing the robot.
And the Texans push further out in front. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time? Maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them. But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Did they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that. Coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And
he fires one that's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Watson's going to throw it here. Open man, the tight end falls. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Hey, man,
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Here's Watson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on fourth down. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Flush to his right. And this is incomplete.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last point of the game?
No, but what a second half, the adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just...
Oh, my God, we actually got 2 good players on this one. Let's see if she picks this one. Good players. Let's see if she does it. Let's see if she does it. Let's see if she...
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Fielded about a yard deep.
What? What'd he say? Alright, hold up.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he simply takes... the knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action for Miller. Now Watson. Flushed out right. And this will be...
Instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And he's going to keep it here.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Spinning past him. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. He's got the first down here inside the 30. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. On first down, Watson eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. 3rd and 2. Watson. Sliding out of the pocket. He can run for it, and he will. And fights through one man. He's still... Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. Losing 9 yards there. And it also brings up 4th. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Back to throw, Watson. He may try and run for this. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
He'll buy some time right. He's going to take off with it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
And he will score. It's a touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
Partner, I think we can all agree that that was a pretty darn good opening drive right there. And the key to it all, going for it on 4th down earlier in the drive. Set a tone for it. And the best part, it made it pay off.
Boy, so they don't get the conversion, but they're going to go right into the onside kick formation. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. So here are the Jaguars in great field position already. They're led onto the field by the former 3rd-round pick back in 2012, and that's the quarterback, Nick Foles.
Love his build, love his arm. Had a Pro Bowl season with the Philadelphia Eagles, looking to scale those heights once again.
That's a bet. I'm bet.
The first carry for a former Texan,
Alfred Blue left us. Wow.
And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
On 2nd and 7, Foles.
Let's go!
He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Calais Campbell showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. 6-0 our score after 1.
Oh.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going for it. It's Watson going deep for Hopkins. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 54 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
I'm not trying to waste time. I'm just going to do this. I'm going to not.
Out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. On the draw, here's Blue. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. He hits Blue. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They go draw here. Blue. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Foles off the play fake to Fournette. And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down. Whitney merciless. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Foles. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get it.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 2nd and 10, Watson, and he slings one that's incomplete. They were searching for the tight end, Darren Fells, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Watson, and he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Oh my God.
On 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
They did not just let Slam in the zone. Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect.
Watson on 1st down. And a catch made by Hopkins.
Oh my God, I need
to get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Oh my
That's
God.
now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he's got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
How you losing already?
30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Oh, no, man.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview, so I guess let's do just that. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Josh Allen able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
At the 18-yard line. Give him 6 there, but now it's 3rd. 3rd and long. It's Watson.
He's not quibble about the game.
Take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins.
Get on me, boy.
Here in this first half.
Get on me.
And the Texans push further
line
in
is
front.
very hard.
Bill O'Brien with a call
So I think I should
here.
do
We'll
that.
go for 2. Here's Watson. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Now Foles. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Pressured him up.
Throwing again on second down. Foles. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Foles. The open man is Westbrook. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that.
Oh, that
They
not
read
a
through
block.
it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal. And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Flushed out right. It's complete to Hopkins. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The final shot before the break, Watson. Battle for it here, and this will be caught. And with the clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this second quarter.
Indeed, indeed.
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out?
Jordan Thomas is a god.
The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And now this will be the final play of the half, as with no time remaining, they'll try and add 2 more to the lead right before intermission. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he will get into the end zone. So a perfect finish. You want the third
I'm whipping these kids.
No problem. Let's do it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead.
If you know how to do that, you gotta hold X. He ain't taking it out.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, they're trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained. Maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there for Jacksonville, and a first down as well. On first down, it's Blue. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
That's what I'm talking about.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On third down, they run with blue. And yet again, nowhere to run. This time, maybe we'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Breaks free again. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 22, eluding the pressure right. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down and a 21-yard gain. To throw is Watson. Steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. And some room to roam now. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Miller. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 16, Watson. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
You can put a fire in.
He's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 16-yard touchdown as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Rolling to his left. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. Oh, boy, rubbing a little salt in the wound there, going for 2 up this big.
You know, there's one time when I played, Brandon, and played.
Alright, guys, that's the end of streaming. Sorry, but I'm gone.